Good evening, everyone.
Hello, everyone. Welcome. We're happy to have you this evening. Bienvenidos a todos. Estamos felices de tenerlos esta tarde con nosotros. My name is Melissa Maldonado, and I am the Basic Skills Retention Specialist at Kenyatta College. Welcome to Family Night, Noche de Familia. Next, thank you. So the agenda for today will be, first of all, we have welcome and introductions, and also we have an overview of the schedule. Then we have the resources where you will find out more information on how to help your college student if you are a family member. Also for students and for parents. So if you are a parent or a guardian, we have information for you as well. We have also student testimonials, and at the end we have Q&A. So if you have any questions, we have answers for you as well, and that will be towards the end. So la agenda de ahora va a ser la introducción y van a repasar el horario del evento de Colts-CON y luego van a dar información de recursos para los estudiantes y para los padres o familiares de los estudiantes del colegio. Al final va a haber testimonios de los estudiantes y van a tener la oportunidad de hacer preguntas. Announcements. This session will be recorded. Questions will be entered and addressed through the Q&A chat on the bottom of Zoom. There will also be time at the end for Q&A. The PowerPoint slides and recording will be available through the Colts-CON Canvas portal. So, anuncios, esta sesión va a ser grabada. Preguntas pueden hacerlas si gustan. Abajo del Zoom está el Q&A, la Q y la A, para preguntas y respuestas. Al final va a haber una oportunidad de que hagan sus preguntas. También la presentación va a ser grabada. Todas las páginas que van a ver esta noche van a estar en la página del Canvas del Colts-CON. So sus estudiantes van a tener acceso a la página. Next, please. And first, I would like to introduce you to the program. Let's start the Colts-CON program. Diva, go ahead.
Good evening, parents. Good evening, students. Good evening, families. Bienvenidos a todos. My name is Diva Ward. I am the Director of Student Support here at Kenyatta College. And I would like to welcome you all officially to our Colts-CON, our Noche de Familia. This program is designed to give the students the information that they need to have a really great start for their time in college, but it's also designed to give parents, we're hoping tonight, that's one of the things you'll get from us, is information that you may need as your students start college with us here at Kenyatta College. So I'm going to be asking the students and the families for just a couple of things. Be present. Come and participate. We're hoping that you join us every day. Families, we hope that you support your students in getting them to come to Colts-CON every day. The information they're going to receive is pivotal. It's so important that they receive this information, but not only that, that they practice it. We also want them to really have fun, participate in the activities. It's going to be full of activities. We have really wonderful, our administrators are going to join us this week. We're going to have our president do our welcome. We're going to have amazing faculty to join us. So we're hoping that not only the students will be able to participate, but that the students who are coming will also have an amazing time during this week of Colts-CON. So we just would really like to welcome you and enjoy the information that we have for you tonight. Thank you for joining us.
Now we have the overview of the schedule. Go ahead, Candace.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Candace Johnson, and I am the Program Services Coordinator for our Bridge to Opportunities and STEM Peer Mentorship programs. And I'll be going over the overview of the schedule for Colts-CON. So for Colts-CON, each day is themed. So I'm going to share with you the theme and then kind of go over what we'll be doing on those days. So in addition to each day of Colts-CON being themed, we also have divided the workshops and sessions into 3 different tracks. So similar to other conferences, we have these different tracks. So in the first column that is yellow, you'll see Colts-CON. And that is, those are workshops that are designed for our brand new students, so students who just graduated high school. The second track is for Colts-2 in green, is for continuing students. So these are students who have completed at least 1 semester at Kenyatta. And then the third track is STEM, which is purple. And that is for any student who is new or continuing who is interested in STEM majors. And it's an opportunity to learn about different STEM majors at Kenyatta. So the day 1 is get ready for college. So this is all about introducing students and reintroducing continuing students to resources that are available, and just kind of getting students in the mindset to get started going to school. So we're going to start with an opening session, and as Diva said, we are going to start with a welcome from our president. We will have a panel of artists who are going to talk about the beautiful struggles and triumphs that they've experienced, and how that is related to our students' college experience. And then we'll have an overview of the schedule for the students. And then we'll have a short break. And then next we will have an opportunity, the students will have an opportunity to go into different workshops. So for that first hour at 12 o'clock, students will either learn about navigating Kenyatta. And so that's designed for students who are brand new. We will also talk about thriving at Kenyatta. So that is for students who are continuing. And then there'll also be an introduction to STEM at Kenyatta, talking about our STEM center and all of the different opportunities students have. We will also take a break for mindfulness, because we spend a lot of time on our computers these days. And there's so many things going on in the world right now. And so taking the opportunity to bring ourselves back to center, which is a great practice for students moving forward throughout their semester. And then the students will learn about time management, one of the most important skills that a person could ever learn. And our STEM students will be getting a presentation from Professor James Hoffman, who's one of our computer science professors. And then they're going to end the day learning about their cultural wealth. What is it that they bring with them to school? And then next slide. Day 2 is all about choosing a path. And so we're going to be starting the day with a faculty panel where students will hear about, we'll hear from faculty how to be successful in courses. We'll have a break. And then our Colts-1 students, so that's our brand new students, will learn about completion options. What are the different ways that you can complete your time here at Kenyatta? What degrees can you earn, certificates, and things like that? Transfer opportunities will be for our continuing student track, where they will hear from our transfer center director, who will share information on different opportunities students have for transfer. And then our STEM students will also learn that same information for a STEM track. And then the rest of the day, you'll see we have a lot of togetherness. And so we will be mindful once again, and then we will go into different faculty presentations that'll be happening simultaneously, and students get to choose whichever session they want to go to. And then we will end the day with a second half of our cultural wealth activity, where students will learn how to translate cultural wealth to academic wealth, and how to use the things that they already bring with them to campus to be successful in their courses. Next slide. And then lastly, we will have an alumni panel. It says moderated by ? That person is me. And so I'm going to be talking to our alumni about their experiences, and they'll be sharing that information with our students. We'll have a break, and then we will have a student service. We will have a services for academic success town hall, where students will be introduced to our administrators, as well as the student services that are available here at Kenyatta, and they're available virtually, and how to access them and all of that stuff. And then we will also be having, our STEM students will be enjoying a faculty presentation from Professor Romke, who teaches engineering. And then lastly, students will go into a poster session where they get to reflect on the things that they have learned throughout the week. And then we will end with a closing ceremony to honor our students for taking this time to come to Colts-CON and to send them off to their next journey in their college experience. Thank you. Oh, lastly, so throughout the week, each session will have a staff person and a peer leader. Peer leader is a student who is either currently going to Kenyatta or just graduated from Kenyatta to offer support in any way that students might need. We will also have a help desk available all day long, starting tomorrow, for students who have questions or want to switch sessions or anything like that. And then lastly, we're coming to this, all of us who are working this are coming with compassion. We're all in this together. So many of us are working from home these days, and we know that, you know, people working at home and going to school at home, it can be really stressful. There's connection issues, there's background noise, there's all the things. I'm really surprised that my dog hasn't started barking during this whole time. So we're coming to this space with compassion. And so we just want students to know that we are here for them, and we encourage them to keep going, and we understand the kinds of things that people are going through at this time. Thank you.
Thank you, Candace. And next we have the resources for students and the gems.
Ask yourself if what you are doing today is getting you closer to where you want to be tomorrow. The GEM programs at Kenyatta College are made up of 3 programs: Math GEM, Physics GEM, and Word GEM. Each GEM program is uniquely designed to assist students in their learning preparation for their up-and-coming math, physics, English, ESL, or writing course. In some cases, students participate in the GEM programs to improve their assessment placement scores in math or English. No matter which GEM program you participate in, you will leave the program a better, stronger, more prepared student. Through a collaborative model that combines outstanding faculty with highly skilled and compassionate tutors, the GEM program uses various information delivery models to assist students in the learning process. Take advantage of all the resources that we have available to you at Kenyatta College. We hope to see you at one of our GEMs.
Thank you. So the GEMs are basically a program where your students can go and review their math skills and their English writing skills as well. They're taking English as a second language as well. They have English tutors for free. It's completely free. Este programa es gratis de tutoría para repasar lo académico de matemática y también la escritura para las clases de inglés. Next slide, please. Next, we have resources for students in interest areas. So, tenemos los recursos para los estudiantes en las áreas de interés.
Hey, good evening. Buenas tardes. My name is Gonzalo Rizon. I am a retention specialist with the STEM Center at Cañada. So STEM is all the majors that would fall under science, technology, engineering, or math. I'm also an adjunct instructor in the English department here. So we're excited to introduce you to a brand new resource, interest areas. So one of the biggest challenges that new college students face is deciding on a major. Some of you may know exactly what you want to study and what career you want, but many of us may have trouble deciding, and that's okay. So on the screen here, you will see descriptions of 4 major interest areas that can help you decide. So this is the front page of a website called Program Mapper that has links to information about what classes to select for a particular major, what courses are transferable to a 4-year university, what degrees and certificates are available, and even average salaries for lots of careers. So in a few minutes, I'll post the website so you could start to kind of play around with it. So just looking at the upper left hand, if you're interested in graphic design, animation, theater, music, dance, or fashion, then you can explore art, design, and performance. If you're interested in economics or accounting marketing, paralegal, or business management, then explore the business interest area. So maybe you're curious about engineering, computer science, biology, or careers that will prepare you for the healthcare fields or towards solving climate change. Then you can explore science and health interest area. Finally, are you interested in teaching, working with our youth, or in finding solutions to social problems as a sociologist, anthropologist, or even in political science? Then you can explore human behavior and culture. Again, we encourage you to preview interest areas and the program mapper before or while you're meeting with a counselor. The goal is to help you make decisions about majors and careers that are right for you with all of the latest and most up-to-date information. So finally, as Candace was mentioning earlier, the theme for Wednesday at Colts-CON is an introduction to all of the various academic departments and the faculty who are excited to share their knowledge and expertise with you. Okay, so now I'm going to briefly translate in Spanish. Buenas tardes, mi nombre es Gonzalo Rizón. Soy un especialista en retención del Centro STEM, Recursos para las Ciencias y Matemáticas aquí en Cañada. También soy maestro en el Departamento de Inglés. Nos complace presentarles un nuevo recurso, Áreas de Interés. Uno de los mayores desafíos que enfrentan los nuevos estudiantes universitarios es decidir una especialización. Algunos de ustedes pueden saber exactamente lo que quieren estudiar y las carreras que les interesan, pero muchos de nosotros tenemos problemas para decidir, y esto está bien. En la pantalla aquí verá descripciones de 4 áreas de interés principales que pueden ayudarlo a decidir. Esta es la portada de un sitio llamado Program Mapper. Aquí encontrarás información sobre qué clases seleccionar para una especialidad en particular, los cursos que califican para traslado a universidades, los títulos y certificados que están disponibles e incluso los salarios promedio para muchas carreras. En unos momentos voy a poner el enlace para que puedan empezar a explorar. Si les interesa diseño gráfico, animación, teatro, música, danza o moda, puede explorar diseño de arte y rendimiento. Si les interesa economía, contabilidad o manejo de empresas, entonces puede explorar el interés negocios. Tal vez tenga curiosidad por la ingeniería, las ciencias de computación, la biología o las carreras que lo preparan para los campos de la salud o para resolver el cambio climático. Pueden explorar el área de interés, ciencia y salud. Por último, si está interesado en la enseñanza, el trabajo con la juventud o en la búsqueda de soluciones o problemas sociales como sociólogo, antropólogo o en ciencias políticas, puede explorar comportamiento humano y cultura. Les sugerimos que explore áreas de interés y el Program Mapper antes de reunirse con una consejera. El objetivo es ayudarlo a tomar mejores decisiones sobre carreras que sean adecuadas para ti, con toda la información más reciente y actualizada. Finalmente, el tema del miércoles en Colts-CON es una introducción a todos los diversos departamentos académicos y los profesores que están listos para compartir sus conocimientos y experiencias con ustedes. ¿Okay? Con eso, se los paso a Melissa. Slide. Gracias.
Thank you, Gonzalo. Gracias, Gonzalo. So now we have a 5-minute break. Tenemos un descanso, intermisión, 5 minutos. Gracias. Thank you. If you have any questions, please remember that you can use the Q&A on the bottom of your Zoom. Si tienen preguntas, por favor, háganlas abajo del programa Zoom en la Q y la A. So we have the first question. What is the web page? How to explore the career option. So the link is on the chat. You can see that, and I can also copy it and paste it there. La voy a copiar la link para explorar. Second question is, are we going to have classes every evening? I am interested in evening classes and how to navigate the computer. So, cómo navegar la computadora y clases de la tarde. Thank you for waiting. Thank you for your patience. Gracias por esperar y su paciencia. We will continue with the presentation. In one moment, please. En un momento. Gracias. Thank you, Marcela. So the next slide will be resources for parents, o FERPA. So lo que sigue es los recursos para los padres acerca FERPA.
Hi, good evening. My name is Max Hartman. I'm the Dean of Counseling here at Kenyatta College. So great to virtually connect with all of you. We are always so excited to see parents that are really excited and interested in what's happening with your incredible students here at Kenyatta College. Your support of your students is so integral and important to student success. So welcome, welcome, welcome. We recognize that particularly for so many of us who are first generation college students, that transitioning to college can be really challenging and confusing. And so we are so proud of our program Colts-CON, which is going to provide a lot of great information for students to make that process that can sometimes seem opaque and really confusing a lot more manageable and make a lot more sense. We also recognize that so many things about the college experience can be confusing for parents as well. So I'm pleased to be presenting on one of those things that can be perhaps the most confusing sometimes for parents. And that's a federal law called FERPA. So FERPA stands for the Family Educational Rights and Privacy Act. And this is the law that says that parents have the right to have access to their student records. And you're probably familiar with that from working with your students in their K-12 schools. As a parent of a student who's a minor at a K-12 institution, you have access to their records. But there's a special change that happens when the student goes to college or when a student turns 18. The rights to those records transfer from the parent to the student. Sometimes this can be why sometimes parents might call an office like our financial aid office or our admissions and records office or any of our incredible programs and asking specific questions about a student. And one of the answers you might hear from some of our incredible staff folks is that we're not allowed to provide that information because of FERPA. That is not because we don't love parents who are interested in our students. It's absolutely the opposite, but we do have to follow this really important law. So there are some exceptions for parents who claim their students as tax dependents. Then you may have access to certain student records. But even that can be a challenge sometimes for the specific department you're interacting because we might not know that. So the best practice that I recommend to all parents is if you or your student is interested in your academic record or record from one of your offices, have the student make the actual request. And one great way that you can support your students is by looking at our website, looking at the specific program, looking at the record the student is trying to request and helping them navigate that process. But ultimately, it's going to be the student who's going to make that request, make that phone call, come into the office when we can go back to our beautiful campus and access those records. I see my email address got a little bit cut off at the bottom. I'll make sure to put that in the chat, hartmanmax@smccd.edu. As well as I'll put a link to the page on our website that talks more about FERPA. So thank you all again. I hope you enjoy the rest of the presentation tonight.
Thank you, Max. So now we have SparkPoint at Kenyatta College. El programa de SparkPoint.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much, Melissa. My name is Adolfo Leyva, and I'm the director of SparkPoint at Kenyatta College. Today, I'd like to tell you about SparkPoint, which is a one-stop financial coaching and education center where students and community members can access a full range of services that lead towards financial stability. The whole idea behind SparkPoint is that you are assigned a financial coach. You meet one-on-one with the financial coach to identify your financial goals. The coach and you work as a team to achieve those financial goals. By working one-on-one, you can improve your credit, you can create saving strategies, you can create a budget. You can also identify some long-term goals that you may want to achieve and work together towards achieving those. SparkPoint has, when we open our beautiful campus, a food pantry on campus, as well as offices where you can go and sign up for public benefits. These are important benefits that you may be eligible for, and by signing up for SparkPoint, we can explore whether or not you're eligible. We also work in conjunction with our legal clinic, and our Dream Center, as well as Veteran Services. We'll talk a little bit more about that in the future slides. However, I did want to let you know that currently we are working with our district and our other sister campuses to offer a community market at the College of San Mateo every Friday from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. You can come pick up healthy, nutritious food free of charge, and you just drive up. COVID-19 guidelines are all upheld, and you pick up some food. So next slide, please. One of the main programs that we have for SparkPoint is Kenyatta Cash. Through Kenyatta Cash, we incentivize you to do positive financial behaviors. So by meeting with a financial coach, identifying these behaviors, you then complete them, and we award you $25 for completing each one. There are behaviors that include financial behaviors, transfer in career, and transfer in career behaviors. By achieving these, you can collect up to $150 for doing things that you should be doing. I'm going to translate now that into Spanish, including the previous slide. So con SparkPoint at Kenyatta College, usted se reúne con un consejero financiero con quien trabaja usted mutuamente uno a uno para poder lograr sus metas financieras. Por este medio usted puede lograr colectar hasta $25 por cada meta que usted puede terminar. Aquí le demostramos diferentes metas, ya que sean para manejar su dinero o para transferirse o para buscar empleo. Por este medio, trabajando con un consejero financiero, usted puede lograr sus metas y puede mejorar su crédito, puede trabajar para abrir cuentas bancarias, para establecer plan para ahorro, o puede también aplicar para beneficios públicos como CalFresh. Next slide, please. Through SparkPoint, we also oversee the Veterans Resource and Opportunity Center. So here we assist student veterans as well as their family members through admissions assistance, veterans benefits assistance, academic counseling, financial aid, scholarships, and even vouchers that lead towards books, food, and mentorship. Next slide, please. Finally, I want to talk to you about the Dream Center at Kenyatta College. The Dream Center is a place at Kenyatta College where we support our Dreamer students, undocumented students, AB 540 students. Through this center, we provide a safe place for students and individuals of the community to not only access services for Dreamers, but we also serve as an informational center. Through this, we offer confidential conversations as well as legal referrals through our legal clinic. In front of you, you see a portion of our Dream Center flyer, as well as the Spanish version of our legal clinic flyer. Por medio del Centro de Soñadores, nosotros les proveemos servicios a la comunidad para averiguar o informarse sobre información acerca de estudiantes o acerca de temas para indocumentados, incluyendo Dreamers, AB 540, y estudiantes o cualquier individuo que busque información sobre estos temas. También tenemos una clínica legal. Aquí puede ver usted el volante de la clínica legal y ofrecemos consejería gratuita para individuos que les servimos en español, inglés y también en tagalog. So you've learned a lot about the SparkPoint Center, the Veterans Resource Center, and the Dream Center. If you have any questions about any of these services, the information, I'll go ahead and put information in the chat line, but it's really one number, one email address that you need to contact. Thank you very much and have a wonderful evening.
Gracias, Adolfo. Thank you, Adolfo. Now we have resources for parents, and then basically this is the most important. How can you support as a parent or as a family member your student at Cañada or this week? Okay, so es lo más importante, recursos para padres y familiares. ¿Cómo puedo yo apoyar a mi estudiante esta semana en el colegio?
Sorry, one moment,
please.
technical difficulty.
Thank you, Candice.
Hi, can you hear me? I don't think I get video, but hi, my name's Paloma. I am a student here at Kenyatta College. I was asked to talk about how parents can support their students during this time. So I made a few points, but the first one I think is understanding that everybody's path in college is a bit different, and understanding that your students trying their hardest, and they're also figuring out what they want to do and complete as like their major. So it may or may not take them more than 2 years. It's normal for students to usually be at Kenyatta for about 3 years. That's just typical. So try to understand that your student is also trying to figure out what they want to do for the rest of their lives. Another one, online school, since we're in this pandemic and school for this upcoming semester is going to be completely online. Understanding that online school demands a lot of time. So your student is going to be trying to organize their time and, try to find an efficient time for them to use it for school and for family. So, helping them kind of figure out how to time manage. Another thing I found to be helpful is when my parents would ask me what was going on, like what events were going on campus, that would just like kind of remind me to, double check my Canvas or check in with my teachers or my peers, just to kind of see. And you also learn that multiple events that Kenyatta holds is actually for the whole family. So like earlier, Spark Point was mentioning the food drive that they have. So that's for the entire family. Everyone can take advantage of that. And there's other events that go on throughout the year. Lastly, if it's your student's first time straight out of high school, it might be a bit harder because of the whole pandemic. So, they're not getting the typical college experience that, they've been hoping for. It's a bit different. So just kind of be there and supporting them and making sure that they have everything that they need. Just because it is going to be a little bit harder for them to completely like enhance the whole college experience. But yeah, that's all I have to say. There's supposed to be someone else, but I don't know if he's here today. Thank you.
Thank you, Paloma. Muchas gracias, Paloma. That was great. Candice? The other student coming?
No, I don't see the other student, so we can move on.
Thank you. So let's move on with the next slide. So now we have College for Working Adults. And go ahead, Jose.
Hello, everyone. Hello, students. Hello, parents. Bienvenidos. Welcome. I'm really glad you guys are able to be here. So much like the rest of our team has said, we have resources for students, but we also have resources for adults. This is the College for Working Adults program. So essentially what this program is designed for is for the working adult. So, students that may be working full-time, maybe having a busy schedule, may have more responsibilities than just work. This program is designed to make school a little bit easier for our students that are, maybe we haven't, been in the school in a few years. Maybe, school is difficult for us. Our program is student-centered and we meet the student where they're at. So whatever skills you have currently, we welcome that with open arms, and we make sure that we support you and work you to get able to be independent and, most importantly, complete and succeed. Also, so much of our things that we offer here is going to be night and weekend classes. So we offer Thursday evening classes and Saturday morning classes. So, and that's a set schedule. So if you have a supervisor that you need to have a conversation with, you only have to, speak to them once about a schedule. You can complete your degree by just going to school on Thursday evenings and Saturday mornings. We also offer online, hybrid, and face-to-face classes. And the great thing about our program is you can earn more than one degree. So students in our program earn up to 3 degrees without taking too much time, in terms of completing with their classes. The great thing about our program is CWA has guaranteed enrollment. Now what that means is the College for Working Adults program has their own classes, meaning only CWA classes students are going to be able to go into those classes. So you have guaranteed enrollment. You never have to worry about searching for classes, worrying about which classes to take. You save a lot of time because you don't have to take classes that you don't need in order for you to complete your degree. The great thing about it is you're also with other students that are working, that are going full time, that have all these responsibilities. And so you're working with a community that understands and that are supporting each other to succeed. And we have a retention specialist that helps us build our study skills, helps us get familiar with our college. We have our own personal counselor for each of our students. We also have our own personalized tutors for English tutoring and math tutoring. So after math jams and after word jams, once you're done, you're able to work with our tutors to make sure that we're supporting you along through the semester. So just a couple ways that you can reach out to us. We have a QR code at the top right. We also have a few contact informations on the next slide. So the big one is at the top is kenyattacwa@smcc.edu. That's where you're able to reach the whole team, tutoring, retention specialist, myself, and our counselor. Part of our team right here is me, myself there. Erica Bueno is going to be our counselor. You can reach her there. And also Autumn McMahon, which is also our retention specialist. Again, we are available Zoom, email, phone, whatever you prefer. And we look forward to being part of our program. Thank you.
Thank you, Jose. Gracias, Jose. So that's a program for you parents as well. If you're interested, si están interesados, padres de familia, también es para ustedes este programa. College for Working Adults. Okay, now we go to the next slide. Now we have still resources for parents from the Axel program, el programa de Axel. Go ahead, Janet.
So good afternoon, everyone. Buenas noches a todos. So el programa de Axel es un programa que ayudamos a los papás y estudiantes que han atendido una escuela de adultos y los ayudamos a transicionar al colegio. So Axel basically helps students transition. If you've attended an adult school before, we help you transition to college, whether you're just searching for career readiness, you want to earn a certificate or a degree or transfer, whatever your goal is, we are here to help you do that transition process. And right here listed, you can see some of the adult schools that we partner with Sequoia Adult School being our main school where we transition students. Next slide. So here are some of the things that we help with the transition process. Aquí son unas cosas que ayudamos a los estudiantes a transicionar a los estudiantes que van a la escuela de adultos aquí a Cañada. Y la mayoría de nuestros estudiantes que vienen aquí son part-time, medio tiempo, entonces ayudamos con una beca que se llama Upward Scholars. Y es una beca que ayuda a los estudiantes con sus libros, les dan food vouchers y también les ayuda con el parking permit. Y normalmente los estudiantes son de ESL, High School Diploma o High School Equivalency. Y también ayudamos a los estudiantes que ya están estudiando aquí a ir para atrás a la escuela a agarrar su High School Diploma or su high school equivalency. So también so we also help students that are already studying here. If you decide you still want to go back and get your high school diploma or high school equivalency, that's also another option for you. So your possibilities are open. Next slide. So here are some of our happy students. So aquí están unos estudiantes que han hecho esta transición. So some of our students have received multiple certificates and degrees. And we've offered classes on the coast and other organizations like at Job Train, which is in Menlo Park. Next slide. So our main, so we offer courses in the community to make the transition process easier because we know that college can be a scary thing. So we like to put them in the community so students feel confident and ready to transition onto campus. And here are some of the courses that we offer. As you can see on the bottom, these are our Sequoia Adult School offerings, both morning and and in the evening. And we also offer other classes in the Powell Community Center and at Hoover School. So nosotros ponemos las clases en la comunidad para que los estudiantes se sientan más confortables y luego tengan se sientan más a gusto a venir al colegio. Y aquí son las clases que ofrecemos en Sequoia Adult School en la mañana y en la noche, y también ofrecemos en Powell Community Center y en Hoover. Next slide. Entonces, so in the fall, we are also partnering with San Mateo Adult School to offer an Accounting 100 class. Y también vamos a tener una clase de accounting que vamos a trabajar con San Mateo Adult School. And we are also offering a computer business office technology class in the spring. Y también vamos a ofrecer una clase de computación para el spring 2021. Next slide. This is my information. If you have any questions, if you as a parent want to come back to school, or if you guys have family members or your child wants more information on this, please let me know. This is my contact information. A los padres, aquí está mi información por cualquier pregunta. Thank you.
Thank you, Janet. That was great information. So, esa información fue muy importante para ustedes, familias que quieren aprender inglés como segundo idioma. Hay muchas oportunidades. There's a whole bunch of opportunities for you as well. Okay, now we have student testimonials, and go ahead, Candace.
You can go ahead, Marcela. We're gonna share some videos from some students who have participated in and worked at Colts-CON in the past.
My name is Paloma Felix. I am a math major and as well as a theater arts major. I started at Kenyatta fall 2018, so this is my fourth semester here. I participated in Colts-CON summer of 2018. It was a mandatory event for me at the time, but I really enjoyed going. Since attending Colts-CON, I was able to connect to like a whole bunch of resources. It helps me with my classes. It helped me figure out like what I want to do in life. And I want to become an educator because so many people in high school told me like I would never be able to do anything. So here, like getting connected to resources and like seeing that like all of these resources, majority of them are run by people of color, was really nice and welcoming. So I felt comfortable for the first time in a really long time.
So my name is Jesus Robles. I'm a computer science major, and I came to Kenyatta in the start of the 2018 fall year. So I participated in Colts-CON in the same year, 2018, the summer. I heard about Colts-CON through the Promise Scholarship. So they actually sent an email talking about attending it. So they linked the whole sign-in sheet with them too. So I figured it would be a great start to getting to know the campus. Because I remember the first day I was actually undecided, so I went with a whole new group. After that, going through the different workshops they had and seeing the actual calendar full of all the workshops for the STEM explorers and just everyone, it made me realize that what I wanted to do aligned more with STEM. So that's when I decided to actually speak with one of the counselors and try to change my major. And I came in actually as an animation major, and even then I was kind of on the fence about it. But Colts-CON and having that experience talking to the staff members actually caused me to change my major to computer science, and I just fell in love with it ever since then. I actually work with the Promise Scholarship now, so I'm a student ambassador. So I'm always going out to outreach events, different high schools, or even downtown. I'll table events to promote Kenyatta. Even sometimes I'll be tabling here in Kenyatta and just talking to the students and trying to connect with them. So my name is Jesus Robles.
Thank you, Marcela. So that was the experience of two students that we heard from them as well. And at Cañada, we do have faculty, which are professors, staff, people that work at Cañada that believe in your students, and we want to help them as well. Aquí en Cañada hay estudiantes que ya escucharon su experiencia, que han tenido esa experiencia con profesores y con personas que trabajan el personal del colegio, que les pueden ayudar y que crean en sus hijos. So estamos aquí para ayudarlos. We are here to help them, and you as well. Now, if you have any questions, please write them on the Q&A in the bottom or through the chat. Si tienen preguntas, por favor, háganlas. Pueden levantar la mano debajo. You can also raise your hand. Debajo hay una manita donde pueden presionar y levantar su mano. O nada más escribirla en la Q y en la A para preguntas en la ventanilla. So someone is asking, how can I get more information about SparkPoint? I will post this on the chat. Same for contact information. They also speak Spanish. También se habla español en el programa de SparkPoint para ayuda financiera económicamente. The second question was, where can I get more information for GED and high school diploma program and also the Axel transition to college? So this information will be posted as well for on the chat for everyone to see the information, and then contact is Janet Ramirez. So la información para el GED, que es el certificado equivalente a la prepa de secundaria, prepa, high school. La información, el contacto es Janet Ramírez y la información está en el chat. También se habla español. We have a third question. Are there requirements to be eligible for Cañada Cash? Okay.
The requirements for Cañada Cash are that you enroll in a financial coaching session with a coach and that you work towards achieving your financial goals. I want to repeat that Cañada Cash is available for students primarily.
Thank you, Adolfo. The fourth question is, how can I get support for technology support? More like how to use a computer, navigating the system like Canvas or WebSmart. So one of the resources for that is at the Learning Center. We offer, there's staff that can help you, and also Diva, I'll let you answer that clearly.
Yes, so the Learning Center provides orientations for how to better utilize the resources available at the Learning Center. We also, if you go to our website, we have a help desk that's available from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. That's Monday through Thursday during the summer, and Monday through Friday we'll have it from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. on Fridays during the fall semester. But we have students and staff that man that, so that's a live person, if you click the link, who can answer the questions you might have. And if they are unable to answer it, then they can direct you to where you can get that kind of support. The first couple weeks of school, the help desk, we will be ready and prepared to answer any student questions around technology.
Thank you, Diva.
Yep.
So we have another question. It's a parent asking, how can I get more information in order to obtain my GED or high school diploma? Entonces, si usted necesita más información para obtener su GED o el diploma de la high school equivalente, por favor, la información y el contacto es Janet Ramírez, está en el chat. También se habla español. Also, for those of you asking, my parent works all day and they barely have time to attend class or attend a community resource in the evenings. Now, all the classes will be offered online for fall semester. Todas las clases serán ofrecidas por internet vía Zoom en el otoño. This is a perfect time if you're planning on taking any classes. Make sure that you register and you can take that from your home through your cell phone. If you need technology support, always reach out to the Learning Center. We can help you through there. Si usted ocupa ayuda porque trabaja todo el día como un padre o familiar y no tiene tiempo de ir a la escuela en persona, ahorita es el perfecto momento porque todas las clases serán impartidas por internet en el otoño y todo será por Zoom, por computadora o su celular, desde casa. La información para cómo utilizar la tecnología a través del Centro de Aprendizaje Learning Center o también de una escuela para adultos.
Oh, did someone answer the question about if students can borrow a computer? Because I saw that question go away. So we do have technology that can be borrowed. I don't have the website, but we should know that information by Colts-CON tomorrow.
I'm looking it up right now to put the tech request in the chat.
Cool. Thank you, Candace.
One more thing, if your students have any questions throughout the event on Colts-CON, please make sure that they ask. Don't be afraid of asking. We're here for them and for you as well. There's going to be staff, faculty, a lot of people that want to help. So if they ever need a technology device like a laptop, Chromebook, or even a Wi-Fi hotspot, anything, any questions, we have the resources and we have the answers for them. Just make sure that you ask for questions. Don't be afraid. No tengan miedo de preguntar. Sus estudiantes, el colegio, a través de esta semana pueden hacer preguntas con un trabajador empleador del colegio, staff, o un profesor. Y a través de toda la semana vamos a estar solucionando todas estas preguntas, de acuerdo si ocupan una computadora o internet, o preguntas para que puedan ellos tomar sus clases desde casa. No duden en preguntar, no tengan miedo, estamos aquí para ayudarlos. Thank you, Candace.
Melissa, I think there's a hand up in the participants and the attendees.
I cannot see who is raising their hand, but go ahead, Alan.
I think Maria has a question. I'm going to go ahead and allow her to talk.
Thank you, John. Go ahead, Maria. Maria, ¿tiene pregunta? Maria, go ahead. You can. You're on mute.
Hi.
Go ahead, Maria.
Okay. And when I need help for my English, I need to meet. How do you say? Somebody help me. By Zoom.
María, ¿cuál es su pregunta? Yo le puedo ayudar a traducir.
Oh, cuando necesite ayuda para algo de inglés, escribir, puedo hacer tener alguien que me ayude, pero es por vía Zoom.
Sí, muchas gracias por hacer su pregunta. La voy a traducir en inglés. So Maria is asking, if I ever need help with my writing assignments or English classes, where do I get help? So, good question, Maria. Esa pregunta es buenísima. Buena información. So, first of all, let me answer it in English y luego lo traduzco en español. So, where can I get help for my writing assignments or making sure that I corrected my paper or someone read my paper and before I submit it? The Learning Center has free English tutoring for you to get someone to help you. It will be going to be via Zoom. So, los tutorías, it's free. La tutoría es gratis a través del Learning Center. El centro de aprendizaje tiene tutoría gratis para las clases de inglés. And also for those of you taking math classes, we have math tutors as well for free. Si ustedes están tomando clases de matemática, también hay tutoría gratuita en STEM Center. So, María, de acuerdo a su pregunta, si puede tener acceso a un tutor gratuito a través del semestre, a través del Learning Center. I will also post that information here on the chat. More questions? Don't be afraid of asking. We are here to help you. Estamos aquí para ayudarlos. No tengan miedo de hacer preguntas. Okay, we have another question, and now is, you're welcome, Maria. Thank you for asking. That was a great question. Fue una buena pregunta. Can we get tutoring in Spanish? Yes, you can. Sí, sí se puede tener un tutor en español. A través del Learning Center hay tutoría en inglés y en español. For those of you who are taking English as a second language, ESL classes, there is Spanish-speaking tutors. Si hay, para ustedes que están aprendiendo el inglés como segundo idioma, hay tutores que hablan el español y el inglés. The information will be on the chat. La información va a estar a través del chat. Okay, another question is, one of the parents says that they have their GED, they obtained it already. She or he finished their ESL classes, so basically they completed their English as a second language classes, and now they want to take computer classes. Now, what kind of classes are available for beginners in computer literacy? So I will go ahead and ask for computer classes. Diva, are you there?
I am here. It depends on what kind of computer classes, what you want to learn. We have the ones that teach you the application of computers, like Microsoft Word, things like that. So those classes can be enrolled in. And also, if you're interested in the programming side, you can also take classes around that too. In fact, let me put the link. I don't know if someone's already put it there, but I can add the link to the chat so that if you want more information about what kinds of computer classes we offer, we can have that available to you too.
Thank you, Diva.
Yeah, let me find that. Thank you, families, for all these questions. They're great.
Keep asking us more questions. Sigan preguntándonos más preguntas, por favor. Please, go ahead. Something very important that I noticed as a retention specialist, and I would like to share with families and parents as well, is sometimes students don't recognize or are afraid of asking for help, even if it's from a tutor. Whenever they recognize that they're not understanding something, the assignment is being really hard, or they would like to review their notes from their classes, tutors are able to help them with that as well, to review their notes, or also note-taking strategies. They can also help with that. So, si sus estudiantes les da pena preguntar, pero a través del semestre van a tener preguntas, y cuando ellos reconozcan que no entendieron algo de su clase o necesitan ayuda a entender las notas o cómo tomar notas incluso, los tutores pueden ayudarlos. It's free, es completamente gratuito. Another question is, can students work on campus? Yes. Candice, I will let you answer that question for them.
Yes, students absolutely can work on campus. There are many opportunities for students to find work on campus. If you are receiving financial aid through FAFSA, which is the free application for federal student aid, you may have checked a box that said, would you like to work on campus? If you check that box, that makes you eligible for work study. That is something that you can check via with our financial aid office. You can also review your application to see if you checked it. So that is an opportunity. And so federal work study is money that is set aside from your FAFSA that will pay you to do work on campus. We also, there are many opportunities to work on campus, including virtually. There's less opportunities, I will be honest about that. However, we have tutoring, we have peer mentoring, which are the two of the three peer mentor programs on this campus that I run. And then we also have front desk support. So earlier, I think it was Diva was talking about our learning center, or maybe it was Melissa talking about our learning center and how we have live support, and it could be a staff person or a student. So that's an opportunity. And there's many different opportunities that are available on campus. So if you have questions, you have a lot of contact information from this presentation. So you could pretty much reach out to anybody. We're all interconnected. So if you need support with that, you can absolutely reach out to any of us. I'll put my email in the chat right now. And you can contact me because I'm pretty well connected with all of the different opportunities here.
Thank you, Candice. There's another question. Is there a specific times for tutoring? Good question. Yes, there is a schedule for tutoring. I will post, it's from the Learning Center. Their schedule is online as well. Diva, is it updated, the schedule already?
It will be for summer and the fall tutor schedule. We're not currently offering tutoring because there aren't any classes in session, but within the first week of fall start classes, we will have tutoring available. And the schedule will be online, so we'll have that available too. I just wanted to also follow up on the conversation about computer classes. Under the business courses, there's Windows fundamentals, there's word processing courses, there's spreadsheet courses, there's cloud applications, computer keyboard skills, intro to computers. I'm gonna put the link to all of these courses in the chat. And that's for the fall.
Thank you, Diva.
Yep.
There is another question. How can I contact a tutor? So good question. ¿Cómo puedo comunicarme con un tutor? So I will also post this. It's on the chat, but I will also repost it again. Candace just added the information earlier. So the schedule is online. Once the semester begins, it will be there, updated. If you search for, go to cañadacollege.edu webpage and then search for the Learning Center, and then you will see there the schedule for the tutoring support for English classes and then math from the STEM Center.
And the website is always the place to start if you have questions about tutoring. Go to the Learning Center website. From there, you can get to almost all the services that are available through the Learning Center, including tutoring. Also, what we didn't mention is we have a conversation circle that's available through the Learning Center. You can go into a room and students go there just to practice English with a group of other folks who are also practicing English. That group is growing and growing because as people are working from home, they want to connect and they want to practice their English skills. And this is one way to be able to do that.
Thank you, Viva.
Yeah.
We need more questions, please. Ocupamos más preguntas, por favor. We have one more question. Thank you for asking. How are the online classes going to work? Good question. Very important to know how. So I will let Diva answer this question. Go ahead, Diva.
I get all the fun. Online classes will work through our Canvas shell. If you're a new student, you may not really know what Canvas is or haven't used it before, but many of the courses, and when you start in the beginning, you'll be assigned to a class. That class will be held or housed in a program that we call Canvas. It's the place where the faculty can create the course, they can design curriculum. So you may have a Zoom sort of like this in your class, and you may not. The class might be all online. So what we're trying to simulate when we design our courses is something similar that you'll experience when you're in a person-to-person class. So you may meet the instructor at 10 o'clock on a Friday, or you might just log into Canvas and the teacher has already outlined, or your faculty has already outlined the work that you have to do. So the courses will be, once you enroll in the course, then you'll be directed as through Canvas or through some other means. Email depends on the faculty. Gonzalo is probably the best one to answer this question because he does teach a course online. And so I'll let him follow up. But once you enroll in the course, then the faculty can reach out to you, or you can gain access to the course information through the Canvas shell. And Gonzalo, if you could follow up on this, how your classes is designed. Many of my courses that I teach are available online, but I only have one where you actually come and meet with me. Most of the work is available online. All of the work is available, and some information about the courses is available through Canvas.
Thank you, Diva. So I just posted on the chat, a useful place to start is the virtual Kenyatta College website.
Oh, there you go.
That'll give you, yeah, that'll give you information about everything you'll need, including like the types of equipment, and then, basically guides for Canvas and for Zoom. So again, all faculty, I'll be teaching English 100 in the fall. So as faculty, we've been asked to kind of keep to the times, right, that we set forth on the schedule. So again, learning Canvas, learning Zoom early, and that's why Colts-CON, we're holding it over Canvas.
I was going to say that.
So that way you can practice, right? You can practice with Zoom, you can practice with Canvas, and you have the whole week. We are your resources. So any questions that you might have, y en español, también cualquier preguntas que tengan sobre Canvas, sobre Zoom, para que puedan prepararse para el año escolar, aquí estamos para ustedes. Este sitio que acabo de poner, virtualkenyattacollege.edu, es un buen recurso para empezar y para practicar. So, yeah, todo va a ser sobre Zoom y sobre Canvas. Buena pregunta. Good question.
Thank you, Diva and Gonzalo. Gracias, Gonzalo and Diva.
I also wrote in the chat right above Gonzalo's useful website post that for Colts-CON, you will be accessing the links for Colts-CON's Zoom links through Canvas. So if you are a new student and you haven't looked into your my.smccd.edu email, please make sure that you do that. You will see an invitation for Colts-CON. And if you haven't registered for Colts-CON yet, you should do that, because then you will get your invitation for Colts-CON, so that you can access everything through Canvas. Going through Canvas is great practice for the rest of the semester, as well as a more secure way for us to hold these meetings.
Thank you, Candice. We have another question, is how can I submit my homework from my email to Canvas? So, ¿cómo puedo someter mi tarea del correo electrónico hacia el Canvas? Now, that we can help you from the Learning Center. Te podemos ayudar a través del centro de aprendizaje que se llama Learning Center. Hay asistentes, estudiantes, there are student assistants que te pueden ayudar específicamente con eso. This is a great question because how to navigate your email from college is very important. Every student from Kenyatta College or CSM or Skyline has a college email. So throughout your college email, that's where you will be able to use Microsoft Word through the Google Suites programs. So el correo electrónico tiene cada estudiante de Skyline, San Mateo o Cañada, y a través de ese correo es donde se comunican para hacer sus tareas utilizando aplicaciones donde pueden usar Microsoft Word y todas esas aplicaciones para presentaciones. El Learning Center les puede ayudar para que les puedan ayudar individualmente cómo poner la tarea del correo hacia el programa Canvas. So from your email to your Canvas, someone will be able to sit down with you via Zoom online and explain to you what is the process and how to submit your assignments. Gonzalo, would you like to give some feedback in regards to this question as a faculty member here?
Sure. So on Canvas, the instructor will be specific about, what kinds of files you can upload onto assignments, right? Sometimes, usually it's like a Word doc. Sometimes you can type your homework onto a text box. Sometimes they'll require a video file, right? So they will specify. That's why on Canvas, it's good to see what all the features are. And so usually you would go through assignments, and then as instructors, we grade everything online through SpeedGrader, right? And so that's why it's good to get familiar. So ahí en Canvas hay un sitio que se llama Assignments, y ahí va a poder poner su tarea.
Gracias, Gonzalo. Thank you, Gonzalo. Something very important as well as a new student, for those of you who are new, para sus estudiantes que son nuevos al colegio, if you don't have access to your college email, please make sure you ask someone in Canvas, or right now we can help you. So practice checking your email from college. If you don't have access, please ask. Si no tienen acceso al correo electrónico del colegio, no saben cuál es, por favor pregunten, pidan ayuda ahorita o durante la semana, porque necesitan revisar y tener acceso seguramente para ese correo. Es importante. It's very important to have access to your email from college. Two more minutes to ask your questions. 2 minutos más para preguntar o hacer sus preguntas, por favor. Please ask more questions. Last 2 minutes. Okay, we have 1 more minute, and thank you. Just wanted to thank you all for attending this event. It was a pleasure having you all this evening. Muchas gracias por haber asistido a este programa importante. It's very important that you know how can you help your college student. Es muy importante que sepan cómo ayudar a su estudiante del colegio. Queremos agradecerle por estar con nosotros esta tarde. And we wish you all good luck for this fall 2020 semester. Les deseamos lo mejor en el semestre del otoño 2020. Gracias. Thank you.
Thanks, everyone. See you tomorrow.
Thank you.